We'd like to thank Raising Cane's and Xfinity for sponsoring portions of today's show. For more information, log on to greatdayhouston.com. All right. On Monday's Great Day, Beyonce talked about her restrictive diet on her recent Homecoming documentary. Is this healthy for you to try, or is it too much? We'll ask the experts. Plus, do you rinse after brushing your teeth? Find out why this could lead to faster tooth decay. And just in time for this Mother's Day weekend, today on KHOU 11's Noon News, don't miss an interview with the mom of The Beard, James Harden's mother, Miss Manya. She'll be talking about raising James and her other children. All right. A lot of us will wait till October to get our mammogram, but our next guests say when your body's saying something, you need to pay attention. Dr. Kim Robinson and Dr. Angel Robinson aren't only co-workers, but they are also best friends.
Hello.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, everybody thought that you all instead were actually not even sisters. They thought you were the same person, right? So give us the setup of where you work and how people would come to get you mixed up.
So we work at the University of Texas Medical Branch, and I am a breast cancer doctor. I'm a breast imaging radiologist. Kim is an OB-GYN. Well, patients would come and ask me, hey, in addition to doing a breast cancer diagnosis, you also deliver babies? And I said, absolutely not. I absolutely do not deliver babies.
Yeah, or they would come to you and they'd say, hey, how are you? You did my well women's exam, and thank you so much for delivering my child.
Absolutely. Or they'd say, why don't you remember me? I just saw you last year. And I'd say, no, this is the first time I've ever met you. But it turns out they were confusing Kim and I, because we worked right across the hall from each other.
Yeah,
So
well, two black women, and you're both named
Dr. Robinson.
Dr. Robinson, number 2.
All right, and you also kind of work in each other's wheelhouse, if you will.
That's true.
So oftentimes you would see women, and we know we go for our well women, there's all kinds of things that you do, but you also talk to them about, you know, if there's any lumps or any changes in breast, right?
Very much so. Yeah, so, you know, if there's any changes or something that you see that's different in your breast because, you know, you live with them every day, you know, and you're with them, we want you to come in and let us know, because if you don't let us know, there's no way for us to know, so that I can get you referred over to my friend here, Angel Robinson, so she can take a look.
Yeah, all right. Well, one day something was a little bit different for you.
So my own personal story. So me and Angel became friends a while ago.
Because you were basically the same person.
Right, and so just long story short, I felt something under my arm. It wound up being an enlarged lymph node.
Now, oftentimes we hear that doctors are the ones that are more likely to put it off, because you
Yes.
know about the wide range of what things could be. And did you think it was anything serious?
I was concerned because it was a painless lump under my arm, and I know that's not a normal thing to have. And so I told my husband, I said, Joseph, I don't think that this is normal. I need to get in to be seen. And so I actually got in touch with someone in Angel's department, and her colleague actually did my biopsy. And I, you know, since we've been friends, I said, Angel, you have to let me know as soon as the results come in what the results were.
And Angel, you say like this is the hardest diagnosis you've made.
Because
you take all of them seriously, but oftentimes as a radiologist, you are in a room looking at it detached from the person, right? So this one, you knew whose it was.
Yes, it was difficult. So she made me promise that as soon as the results came in, no matter what, that I would be honest and I would tell her. So the results came in, and she was studying for a board exam in California. And I called her. I was crying. And I told her, I'm so sorry, Kim, but it's cancer. And she was crying. The first things that she said was, what about my babies? What about my babies?
And this is the toughest part for anybody facing a life-threatening illness, is that, you know, you have the people you leave behind, right? And it's something you saw other women go through, but it's a whole other story when you're in the midst of it yourself. Right. So you were studying for your boards, raising and raising children. You didn't have time for cancer.
Exactly.
Right?
That was not that was not in the cards.
Not in the cards.
That was not in the cards.
And so when you get that diagnosis, I think a lot of people are in shock at first, and then comes the now what?
Right. So Angel, I said, can you please, you know, get in touch with my mentors and my bosses and let them know, because we all know each other because we work at the same university. And I said, can you call Dr. Snyder and let him know what I'm going through? And so she did, and she arranged things. And I said, I have to get back to Texas as soon as I can so that we can get the treatment started, because, you know, I didn't want to put it off for too long.
Yeah. All right. Before this had happened, you and your husband were talking about possibly having a third child. You were kind of on the fence about that.
Yes.
And we certainly know that oftentimes when women go through chemotherapy and radiation and things, that can impact fertility.
Right. So during the midst, and a lot of people don't know this, some people do, in the midst of my treatment, I actually worked full-time, continued. So I would work Monday through Thursday. I would do chemo on Fridays, and then I would go
And do it on Friday so you could take some time
off for the weekend and then go back to work on Monday. But anyway, in the midst of all that, after chemo and radiation was done and I took my oral board exam, me and my husband went back and forth about would we have a third child? Should I leave that burden to him in case the worst case happened and
or
my
could you
cancer
even get
came
pregnant
back,
again?
Or that.
Yeah.
Right. And so we finally decided that, oh, well, maybe we'll think about it after I was in remission. So I've been in remission for about 2 years now. We'll go back and we'll just try. We'll just see what happens. You know,
look what happened. You didn't expect what happened. All right, so what happened, okay, so you have, you're due in July.
Yes.
Okay, she's due in July, but what you don't know is there's not just one bun in the oven.
There's two.
2 buns in the oven. And you were shocked. Take me through that too, because it was funny because you were saying how somebody thought that it was a joke at first.
Yes. Yeah. So actually, when we went to the visit as an OBGYN, I have free access to ultrasounds all the time. I could have just done it myself, but I told myself, you know, this is the last baby. And so me and my husband, I want him to be there so we can experience this together. I had no idea of what I was getting ready to occur. So one of my good colleagues and friends, her name's Dr. Crystal Alvarez, she's my partner, and she's taking care of me during this pregnancy. And so she goes and she puts the ultrasound probe in and she goes, oh. And I said, oh, what? And I can see it, but I'm in denial. And she said, Kim, there's 2 babies in here. I said, no, ma'am, we're not going to do that. There's not going to be 2 babies. She's like, no, Kim, there really is 2 babies in here. And so, you know, just to see things come full circle. And I'm, you know, after all that we've been through over the last couple of years, the silver lining to the cloud.
All right, you got through it, but I want to ask this question to Angel. It's, you know, oftentimes as friends, we don't know exactly what to do to help that person going through it. What is your best advice to somebody who's holding someone's hand through it right now?
I think just to be present. We don't always have the right answer. Sometimes people want to ask why or what do you think, but really just the gift of being present, the gift of prayer. Kim and I have laughed together. We have cried together. We have really bonded, but being present is so important.
Yeah, and the key is listen to your body. Don't wait till a certain month to do something. Listen to your body. Well, ladies, thank you very much. We know you have kids too. You're a mom too, so happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day to the ones you already have and for the ones who are to come.
2 boys.
All right. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We leave you now with more from our DJ today, Damon Pampolina. Have a great day, everybody.
Great day, Houston. Come on. Everybody put your hands together. Let's have some fun. Let's do it. JJ, come here with me, baby. Let's go.